Hi guys, welcome back to another game of Call of Duty Black Ops. It is a game of demolition. This game is fairly old, and it's from First Prestige, or not even Prestige, but I've currently have stopped at third Prestige because I just don't need Prestige anymore, and I have all the perks I need, and there's no point in me continuously trying to obtain those same perks. Anyhow, you can see I'm using the Galil silenced, and I have C4 equipment, Semtex my grenades, and I have the M19 as my secondary. Kill streaks are Chopper Gunner, Blackbird, and Dogs. And something I wanted to talk about lately is how my prom / after prom went, and it's a bit of a lengthy story, so hopefully you guys can enjoy it. So how my prom went, at 6, well, actually explained prior, I went with my friend, who, we've been very good friends. I've known her since I was 7, so we went as friends, even though she was dating, someone else. And anyhow, at 6:15, I went over to her house and got some photos done with her there, and then we went to this park where everyone else was doing photos for their graduation, for people who live near me or in Ontario and St. Thomas or London. We went to Springwater for photos, and then at 8 we arrived back at where the prom dance was actually being held. And this is we didn't dance that much, just because we went as friends, and it was a little awkward just because she was seeing someone and can't really do much, essentially, if you guys know what I mean. Because, well, anyhow, moving on from that, prom was me in that case was a little boring, and then we didn't. I already said we didn't dance that much, but at about 10:30 is when the vast majority of my grade left to go get ready for after prom, because where it was located was about like a half-an-hour drive for just about anyone. And they had DJ, they had a DJ and lights and tents set up in case it rained and the weather didn't turn out to be that nice, which eventually did, but it's later in the night. So we get there at 11, and for me, after having 3 Coors Light bottles, or is Bud Light, and half a 26 to myself, I essentially stopped drinking. Not because I couldn't handle anymore, probably could, but the thing was, my prom date, who I knew how she handled under having alcohol, oh, sorry about that, of quantities like that, she wouldn't be able to think that well about her actions, at least to say. So anyhow, I essentially babysat her for my entire after prom. And the thing is, every guy that came up to hit on her, I made him back out. It's like, hey, just move on, and they did. And like, I don't know, let's say then. We're now after prom for an hour now, and then her and another guy go off in one direction, and then my friend and his girlfriend go off in the other. And for some odd reason, I just dropped. For 5 minutes, I lied there. No one said a thing to me. Everyone kept on walking by. I left a bottle of Coca-Cola in one hand above my 26er in the other. And I just lied, sprawled out on the ground for about 5 minutes. Not really much, wasn't that long, and until my friend came along, he's like, Kyle, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And he's like, do you want to hand up? I'm like, that'd be nice. And it's at this point that I see my prom date, one of my very good friends, best friends, making out with the guy who came earlier to try and was hitting on her, and I had ushered him away. And then what I had done essentially that night was lost, and you can see here I switched to Ghost because I was just getting annoyed with how a game was going, and this is pre-patch, pre-second unnerfing patch. So this is when the sniper rifle still sucked like shit. So that's why you guys are wondering why I'm hard scoping. Anyhow, essentially, whatever I was doing for her, looking out for her relationship, went down the drain because now she had cheated with my friend. But like, the thing is, she has no recollection of that night whatsoever. Does not remember a single thing. After she made out with whoever, she ended up puking, tried to make out with me, and then I didn't have anything to at all with her. Like, she was in like a state of being complete. She could have been easily used that night. And the thing is, it started to rain, and she just lied there on the ground, and I gave my jacket off the back of my back to her, which it was like a struggle of me and her friend to get it on her. And then we had my parents come, and then my prom date's boyfriend, carried her into the car while I looked for her shoes, because at some point when I had to carry her out because they were ushering everyone out because it started to rain, she had dropped them somewhere. Anyhow, I then carried her. Once we arrived back in my house, I had to carry her in my house, lay her on the floor in my family room because my parents like made a really quick makeshift bed for her because she was just gonna crash on my place. And then I stayed up till 6:30. Like, we got home at 2:30, so I've been up for 4 hours now just looking after her to make sure she was fine, not gonna be sick that bad anymore afterwards. And then later woke up at 9:30 and continued all my Saturday work on 3 hours of sleep. And the thing is, all I get from her is because she has no memory whatsoever of after prom whatsoever. I've repeated it whatsoever a few times now, and she has no memory of that. And all I get was a simple text message from her saying, "Sorry if I ruined your after prom because I drank too fast and stuff." Yet the whole night I busted my ass out for her and her relationship with her boyfriend, and I've been trying to explain to her what has happened because she has no memory of it. And she can, like, for some odd reason, is just blowing it off. Yet, if it wasn't for me there, it would have been more than that one guy, and it would have been more than what had happened in that scenario. As you can see now, I'm mowing down guys on my chopper gunner. And, I think, and the thing is now, at this current state of her relationship, her boyfriend doesn't even know yet. And she went behind his back to go to prom with me, but she wasn't too mad about that. But the thing is, he doesn't even know about her cheating on him yet. And I believe since she has no memory of it, she's gonna tell him whatsoever. So I'm now stuck in a scenario where, let's say her boyfriend finds out, her relationship would be done, and then I guess she'd have no one to go to prom with, and then I don't know. For anyhow, that's my prom / more of my after prom, which is a little bit of a mess. I actually would rather I enjoyed it more that I had to look after her than if I had spent the whole night drinking to myself. And the final score is 55-7. Leave it, guys. Leave a like because I know I like it when you guys like it. So enjoy it and have you good after prom and safe drinking.